What's up, witches? It's the Lunar Priest. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about, as you know by the title, Temperance, the 14th tarot key in the major arcana. Now, just to preface this video, there's no way to cover every single facet of the tarot, as it is also up for interpretation, and this is just my little bit of mad scientist, astrologer, tarot enthusiast, witch, chick insanity that I want to share that I think is useful. So if you do like this video, please like and subscribe. Take only what serves you and leave the rest. And without further ado, let's hop right on in. Now, it being number 14 in the major arcana, Temperance is very much about excelling into a new state of mind. And why I say that is because the major arcana consists of 22 cards, and a lot of the times tarot practitioners will break these cards down into 3 lines of evolution. So cards number 0 to 7 are going to be kind of the fundamental elements of figuring out who we are. That second row of what is that, 8 to 15 is going, or 8 to 14 would be all about expanding on those things, and then that last row is about kind of mastery of the self. So we're sitting in the second row. There's a middle child feeling. There's this sense of I think I know what's going on, but I'm not quite in charge yet. I'm kind of being initiated into a deeper level of self. So there are these challenges that feel somewhat maybe adolescent, or like we didn't see it coming, or we didn't take it so seriously until now. So Temperance brings up the toxicity or the remnants of old things, and it wants to circulate it all for us to see. It wants to take us into a level of the self that we maybe haven't given enough attention to, and that tends to be the first stage of alchemy, which is a nice segue, because Temperance often is associated to alchemy. And in the practice of alchemy, there are 3 stages. We kind of have this bringing everything up to the surface and cleansing kind of period. And then we have the cleansed period where we get to know who we really are. And then we have the red phase, which is all about expanding and rising and really stepping into the humanity of our own enlightenment and applying it in real life and being someone that inspires and is brilliant and teaches, to put it in short. So Temperance may trigger this series of events in our life. So at first it can be like, oh my gosh, I have to cut out this toxic habit, belief, trait, addiction, person, relationship, lifestyle in general. It can be like, oh my gosh, huge changes are on the horizon for myself. And Temperance, being ruled by Sagittarius, is very explorative. It does want you to expand. Sagittarius is associated to Jupiter, which is like the odds are in your favor, and fortune favors the bold, right? Jupiter also rules the wheel of fortune, so it has this tie to, well, the changes you make, the leaps of faith, may be scary, because the wheel is like, you've seen this cycle before, you kind of know what this feeling might lead to, and it could be scary because you might associate the changes at hand with past things that you're like, oh God, I hated feeling that way though. I wouldn't want to go there again, so I'm afraid of making this big change. I don't want to feel uncomfortable. Well, with Temperance is coming up, whatever change you're about to make, whatever change headed your way is going to actually be expansive and positive and beautiful and somewhat godly, somewhat miraculous. Miraculous things happen when Temperance circulates. If you're going to put in that much work and do something that major for yourself, the universe is going to offer you miracles along the way to make it very possible for you. So starting to believe in the self, going back to that Sagittarian concept of exploring the greater beyond. Sagittarius is associated to studying religion, geographic places, societies at large, population. It's about literally breaking the script that you've been living by and finding the one that really resonates with you, and that can come with a lot of contractive feelings. And to really loop it around, 1 and 4, 14, the number of Temperance equals what? 5. 5 is, in tarot theory, a very contractive number. Most of the 5s tend to be hard, rigid, tight squeezes, things that we don't want to do but are necessary if we'd like to expand. So temperance is another initiation that's going to give us the self-knowledge and the connection to the spirit or the angels or the spirit guides or the ancestors or the earth or whatever it is that really is greater than us that we can connect to. It gives us this full mind, body, spirit opportunity to get aligned so that we can face anything that we feel is too big to be faced and expand beyond our greatest dreams, right? The dreams that we grew up having seem like nothing compared to what temperance is going to offer us. And so, yeah, there can be a lot of adversity that we face in temperance. There could be a lot of clashing of ideals, but it's always for the sake of expanding, rising out of the ashes, coming into this sense of real authenticity, not just like love and light. It's about owning everything we've been through and using it to our own advantage and hopefully being able to also guide and set a positive example for those around us. Now, in the Temperance card, I mentioned there is this holiness about it, and that's because there is an angel in traditional symbology in the Pamela Coleman Smith artistry that goes in, way back and is the most used symbology that teachers teach with when it comes to the tarot. So we have an angel there, and it's pouring the two chalices together, which is symbolical of alchemy, and the angel, again, is why I kind of mentioned that there's this sense of spirit guides or something greater than you watching out for you. So anywhere you are journeying will be protected and divinely guided. So when temperance comes up, it can be about protection. It can be an encouragement to explore, to really apply knowledge, to share the spiritual teachings that you've gotten along the way. We also see the two from the Lovers card in Temperance, and now they are they're changing together, they're shifting, they're back in the garden. So there's this sense of returning home. There's a sense of relationship in this card. So if you're calling in love, if you're calling in partnership, it's likely that the upgrades you're seeking in your current relationship or next relationship are going to be directly tied to the changes you make within yourself. Shocking, I know. So I hope that this video served you in some way, and if you want to learn more about the tarot, if you want to go deeper into this practice for self-reflection and empowerment, if you want to learn about the reversals and all of the other tools that I've collected along the way, I do have a course. It's self-paced and online, linked down below in the description box, or just continue to play on YouTube and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video. So until my next one, I'll see ya. Bye.